Archangel Michael says, there is a storm silently building around you, a betrayal that wears the mask of friendship, a hand that once held yours now signing papers you have not seen. The whispers began softly, hidden in dark corners where secrets are traded for gain. And now, what was once concealed is moving closer, carrying proof that will soon land in your hands like a thunderclap. You felt it in quiet moments, a strange heaviness in your chest, a sudden pause in conversations when you enter a room. It is no accident. The person you once trusted deeply is already negotiating something that could turn your world upside down. The clock is ticking, and every minute brings this truth nearer. In private meetings, over silent calls, and with hushed promises, they are attempting to exchange something of yours for their own advantage. Their mind is convinced you will never discover it. But Archangel Michael says, nothing escapes divine sight, and justice is sharpening its sword in silence. Tonight, unseen eyes are watching over you, making sure this betrayal cannot root itself too deep. Forces of light are arranging moments, conversations, and coincidences that will reveal everything at the perfect time. When it does, you will not tremble, you will rise. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The hands that once clapped for you now scribble agreements meant to leave you weakened. They think their plan is flawless, a masterpiece of deception. But the heavens have marked their moves, and the steps they take only lead them closer to exposure. Soon, a piece of evidence will reach you, unexpectedly, almost by accident. A message left open, a slip of tongue, or a document sent to the wrong place. It will be undeniable proof of their betrayal, leaving no room for their lies to hide. Archangel Michael says, you will remember this moment as the turning point when hidden truths shattered false loyalty. The revelation will sting, but it will also set you free from those who never truly stood with you. Even now, divine hands are weaving protection around you, ensuring that what was meant to harm you becomes a stepping stone toward your greatest victory. The mask of the betrayer is slipping, and soon the entire face will be revealed. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Every silent night they spend planning feels to them like progress. They believe they are clever enough to manipulate destiny itself. But Archangel Michael says, destiny cannot be fooled, it bends only toward truth and light. A moment is coming when you will stand still, holding a letter, a voice note, or a contract, realizing someone you trusted was not who they seemed. The shock will be great, but it will also bring clarity sharper than a sword. This betrayal has been whispered about in realms you cannot see. Angels have already gathered to prepare you, to strengthen your resolve before the storm hits. What is hidden cannot stay buried forever. The soil of lies always cracks to reveal the truth beneath. You may feel betrayed, but you are not abandoned. You are surrounded by divine power that sees far beyond human deception, preparing to lift you higher than those who plotted against you ever imagined. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Dark corridors echo with their schemes, but every echo reaches the ears of heaven. Every false word they speak is recorded in unseen books that cannot be erased. Archangel Michael says, you have been chosen for a moment of revelation where masks will fall in daylight. The person who thought they could negotiate your loss will face divine judgment instead. Soon, a meeting they thought was private will collapse. Voices will be raised, blame will be shifted, and your name will surface in the middle of it all. They will try to control the damage, but it will be too late. When you receive the proof, it will feel like fire burning through paper, cleansing you of illusions, reminding you that angels do not let hidden betrayals thrive for long. Type Amen to get blessing 666. Your heart already knows who this might be. Memories of laughter and trust now feel heavy with unanswered tension. But do not fear knowing, fear staying blind to what heaven is desperate to show you. Behind your back, doors were closing, opportunities were being stolen, and promises were being twisted into chains. They thought you were too distant to notice. But Archangel Michael says, divine light is already illuminating their shadows. This is not just betrayal, it is a turning of tides. The one who sought to profit from your name will watch as the heavens strip their plans bare before your very eyes. Their smug confidence will crumble like glass under divine weight. You will not only survive this revelation. You will command it, standing tall while those who schemed fall silent, unable to deny what they did. Type Amen to get blessing 777. It begins with a single word spoken to the wrong person. That word spreads like wind in a forest, reaching ears it was never meant to reach. This is how the betrayer's walls start to crack. Archangel Michael says, the same hands that betray will unknowingly deliver justice into your grasp. Their own mistakes will serve as evidence, binding them to the truth they hoped to bury. You will be approached, not by accident, but by divine orchestration. A stranger or an unlikely ally will step forward with the proof you need. It will be placed into your hands without you even searching for it. When this happens, you will feel the presence of angels around you, whispering that this was destined, that your victory was written long before the betrayal began. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Days may pass in silence, but every moment brings divine preparation. While they plot, heaven plots against their deception. Every step they take digs their own pit. Archangel Michael says, you are being refined by this silent trial. The pain of knowing betrayal exists nearby is forging your spirit into unshakable strength. This negotiation behind your back is meant to diminish you, but it will not succeed. Instead, it will mark the beginning of their downfall and your breakthrough. The moment the proof reaches you, the universe itself will shift, doors once closed will open, opportunities stolen will return multiplied, and those who betrayed you will witness your rise. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Even now, their whispers feel safe, but heaven hears every word. The path they walk is lined with divine traps waiting to spring open. Archangel Michael says, keep your spirit calm but alert. When the revelation arrives, you must be ready not only to see the truth but to act with the strength heaven has given you. This betrayal is not the end. It is a divine signal that new alliances are forming in your favor. The ones negotiating your loss will unknowingly create the space for your greatest elevation. Prepare yourself, for when the proof finally appears, your name will shine brighter than before, and no force of deception will be able to hide from divine justice. Type Amen to get blessing 111. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. The night grows heavier as unseen forces continue weaving around your destiny. What they thought would stay in the shadows is already leaking through the cracks of their lies. Archangel Michael says, your soul feels this weight not by chance but because heaven is aligning every second to prepare you for the unveiling of truth. Even as they sign documents in rooms filled with quiet treachery, a divine storm is gathering just beyond their sight. The very walls that shield their betrayal will soon echo with their own confessions. And when the curtain is finally pulled back, they will realize too late that no darkness can escape the blazing light of heaven. Silent steps are being taken on your behalf. Someone you barely notice now, perhaps a coworker, neighbor, or distant friend, will play a role they never imagined. They will overhear words not meant for them, see evidence not meant to be exposed, and it will lead straight to you. You will be called, not by accident, but by destiny. The message will reach you when you least expect it, perhaps during a moment of peace or at the peak of another struggle. But when you read or hear it, every hidden piece will click into place, and the mask of betrayal will fall completely. Type Amen to get blessing 121. Even as you sleep, Archangel Michael says, your guardian angels are in motion. They walk invisible paths, standing near the betrayer, ensuring every action leaves a trace that cannot be erased. The betrayer believes their cunning will let them escape judgment, but each step digs their own grave. Their whispered promises in dimly lit rooms echo louder than they know. The divine has already heard every word, and it is being written into a script only heaven can direct. You will not have to search for this truth. You will not have to beg for clarity. The evidence is being packaged and sent to you like a sealed letter carried by fate itself. When it arrives, it will not just reveal betrayal, it will also open your eyes to the immense protection surrounding you. The moment you see it, you will know that the angels never once left your side. Type Amen to get blessing 232. There will be a moment of silence before the storm breaks. The betrayer will feel an unease they cannot explain. They will sense something closing in on them but won't know it's divine justice. Archangel Michael says, heaven does not rush when bringing truth to light. Each second is precise, each movement guided by higher wisdom. The betrayer's plans must first grow bold enough to be fully exposed. Do not let fear shake your heart. Your spirit is already fortified, ready to face what others thought would destroy you. You are not just surviving this moment, you are stepping into a greater purpose designed long before the betrayal began. The world will see not a victim but a force rising from the ashes of treachery. The betrayer's name will be spoken not with admiration but with a warning of what happens when deception faces the divine. Type Amen to get blessing 343. In hidden corners of time, destinies are shifting. What was meant to strip you of power is turning into a key that unlocks new strength within you. Archangel Michael says, your intuition is the whisper of heaven. Those sudden feelings of caution, those moments of knowing something is wrong. These are divine signals leading you toward awareness and victory. The one who betrayed you already feels a strange tension when they think of you. They cannot rest fully, for their spirit knows a greater power watches their every move. Their laughter at your supposed ignorance will soon fade into silence. When the proof reaches you, do not be surprised by how perfectly timed it is. It will not only reveal the betrayal but also mark the moment when your divine protection becomes undeniable to everyone who doubted it. Type Amen to get blessing 454. You will not face this alone. The heavens are sending allies into your path, people who will offer help without understanding why, opportunities that arrive exactly when you need them. Archangel Michael says, this is divine orchestration at its finest. The betrayer's carefully woven web will tangle around them, leaving them exposed and unable to escape the consequences of their actions. Even the conversations they thought were secret are not safe. Words travel faster than intentions, and the universe will bend to ensure those words reach your ears. Prepare for this chapter to close with a surge of light, for after the betrayal is revealed, a door of blessings will swing open wider than you've ever seen before. Type Amen to get blessing 565. The night deepens as destiny sharpens its edges, moving with silent certainty toward a revelation you cannot yet see. Archangel Michael says, the one who betrayed you believes they are safe, believes they have hidden every trace of their deception. Yet, every shadow hides a light that cannot be contained forever, and soon, their secrets will burn under the weight of truth. While they celebrate their false victories, your angels walk ahead of you, clearing your path, whispering strength into your spirit. These unseen protectors know the exact moment when proof must surface, ensuring you do not face this storm unprepared. The betrayer has underestimated divine timing, believing their schemes are stronger than justice itself. In their arrogance, they continue signing papers and making deals they think you will never discover. Every word they speak, every false promise they make, is a seed of downfall planted in silence. And when the season of exposure arrives, that seed will bloom into undeniable truth. Archangel Michael says, what they meant to destroy you will instead deliver you. When the evidence lands before your eyes, your heart will break for a moment, but in that very fracture, light will pour in, healing wounds you never knew existed. Type Amen to get blessing 676. The betrayer cannot hide from what is written in heaven's book. Each step they take only draws them closer to judgment. Even now, their nights are restless, their sleep disturbed by dreams they cannot explain, visions of you rising, of their own masks slipping in front of everyone they sought to deceive. Angels stand watch as these dreams unfold, warning them silently that their time is almost over. Yet they press on, blinded by greed and pride, unable to see that divine hands are guiding them toward their own exposure. A messenger is already on their way to you. It may be a forgotten friend, a sudden phone call, or an unexpected stranger. This messenger will unknowingly deliver the truth, breaking apart the false walls built around you. Archangel Michael says, when this moment arrives, breathe deeply and know that heaven has been preparing you for this confrontation since the first whisper of betrayal reached your life. Type Amen to get blessing 787. Every move they make is being documented by forces they cannot control. Technology, conversations, even passing glances, all are aligning to bring their plot into the open. The universe itself has turned against their deception. Archangel Michael says, you will soon witness a divine chain of events so precise that it will leave no doubt about heavenly intervention. Doors will open where there were once walls, and hands that were against you will suddenly point toward the betrayer's guilt. What they negotiate behind your back will collapse like a house of cards when the winds of truth blow through. Their greatest strength, the ability to manipulate, will shatter when exposed to light. And you, chosen and protected, will stand unbroken while their plans turn into dust before your very eyes. Type Amen to get blessing 898. Time is running out for those who try to harm you in silence. The betrayer's allies will begin to falter, losing faith in their schemes as doubt seeps into their ranks. Conversations will grow tense, meetings will end abruptly, and their united front will crumble. Archangel Michael says, "This is not coincidence, it is divine disruption." Every attempt to bind your destiny will backfire, scattering their plans like ashes on the wind. The moment of truth will come swiftly. One morning, one call, one message, and you will see everything laid bare. The name of the betrayer will no longer be whispered but spoken openly, unable to hide behind shadows anymore. You will rise from this storm not as a victim but as a conqueror, with the heavens themselves testifying that no plot against you can ever succeed. Type Amen to get blessing 909. The betrayal moves like a silent serpent, thinking it can slither through unseen paths without consequence. But heaven has already marked its trail, and the walls it hides behind are thinning with every passing moment. Archangel Michael says, "The hand that once promised loyalty is now scripting treachery, but divine justice is penning a greater ending that cannot be rewritten." While they plot, heaven listens. Every name they mention, every deal they attempt to seal behind your back is being recorded not by man, but by divine watchers who see beyond human cunning. Their words echo through spiritual realms, and angels are aligning their forces to bring these echoes straight to you. The betrayer does not yet realize that their closest confidant is growing uneasy. Someone near them, once complicit in their lies, is starting to sense the weight of heaven pressing on their conscience. Soon, they will speak. They will break the chain of deception and become the vessel through which truth reaches you. When this happens, you will not have to beg for clarity. The confession will be handed to you like a sacred scroll, undeniable and filled with every detail you need to see what has been happening in the shadows. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. Even now, restless winds are circling them. At night, they awaken suddenly, feeling as if unseen eyes are watching. They cannot shake the feeling that something is closing in, a force they cannot fight nor bribe. Archangel Michael says, "This is divine justice stirring." The betrayer's spirit is trembling because they know, deep down, that what they've done will not stay hidden for long. They try to silence their guilt with laughter, but even their smiles feel hollow now. Every action they take to further their betrayal will only tighten the net around them. They are unknowingly crafting the exact scenario that will lead to their downfall and your deliverance. When the final moment comes, they will have nowhere to run. The same voices they used to deceive will turn against them, speaking truth that cannot be silenced. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. The divine plan does not only reveal betrayal, it transforms you. Archangel Michael says, "This trial is awakening a strength inside you that no human treachery can ever crush." You will emerge with sharper intuition, stronger boundaries, and a fire in your spirit that only destiny can ignite. Even as they scheme, blessings are gathering on your horizon. New doors of opportunity are being prepared, paths that the betrayer hoped to block will swing wide open, and those who doubted you will watch in awe as you rise higher than before. This is not just exposure, it is elevation. Heaven will ensure that after the truth is revealed, your steps will no longer be weighed down by false allies. Instead, you will be surrounded by genuine loyalty, chosen by divine design. Their betrayal is their curse, but your response will become your crown. Type Amen to get blessing 2424. The moment of revelation is near. Archangel Michael says, "You will know it by the sudden silence before it arrives, calls missed, plans cancelled, strange tension in the air." The betrayer will feel it too, sensing that their time of hiding is ending. Then, like lightning striking in the dark, the proof will appear. Perhaps an envelope slid under your door, an email sent by mistake, or a conversation overheard when heaven led you to the right place at the right time. You will hold it in your hands, and as you read or hear it, chills will run through your body, not from fear, but from divine confirmation that your angels have been guiding you all along. The moment you see this evidence, your future shifts forever. Justice will not only be done, it will be seen by everyone who once believed in the betrayer's lies. Type Amen to get blessing 2525. The final act of this divine revelation is already set in motion. Archangel Michael says, the betrayer believes they still have time, that they can seal are gathering like a storm cloud. The very documents they signed will soon be turned into weapons of exposure. A misplaced file, a conversation accidentally recorded, or a message forwarded to the wrong person will become the lightning bolt that strikes their plans down. Even as they sleep, angels surround their space, bending the very flow of events to ensure they cannot escape what they've done. Each passing hour pushes them closer to the moment when they must face what they tried to bury. Archangel Michael says, the heavens will not just whisper the truth to you, it will roar like thunder, leaving no doubt, no debate, no denial. And when it comes, you will stand in your rightful place, shielded by light, while the betrayer watches their false foundation crumble to dust. Type Amen to get blessing 2626. Behind the veil of betrayal, another story is unfolding. You may not yet see it, but your name is being carried to places of honor. Where the betrayer sought to discredit you, divine power is elevating you. Where they tried to close doors, angels are unlocking greater opportunities that no human can shut. Every step you've taken in faith has been noticed by heaven. Every moment you stayed strong while lies circled you has been written in the divine book of justice. This is why the betrayer cannot win, because their actions fight against a destiny that was forged long before their schemes began. Soon, as you hold the proof in your hands, you will feel a surge of peace unlike anything you've known. This peace will not come from human comfort but from divine assurance that you have been guided and guarded every second. Archangel Michael says, what is meant for you cannot be taken, not by betrayal, not by negotiation, not by darkness. It belongs to you eternally, sealed by divine authority. Type Amen to get blessing 2727. When the moment of confrontation comes, you will not have to lift your voice in anger or defend yourself with desperate words. The truth will speak louder than anything you could say. Witnesses will rise, evidence will surface, and even those who once stood against you will be forced to acknowledge what truly happened. The betrayer will stand before you, their face pale, their words trembling. They will try to twist their way out, but the light of divine revelation will corner them. Their allies will scatter, leaving them alone in the weight of their own deceit. In that instant, you will feel the presence of Archangel Michael beside you, a shield of celestial power, a voice whispering courage into your soul. And though others may expect you to break down, you will instead rise taller, radiating strength that only heaven can give. Justice will not only be delivered, it will be displayed for all to see, a divine reminder that no darkness can extinguish the destiny marked by God's own hand. Type Amen to get blessing 2828. From that day forward, everything changes. The betrayer's plans will dissolve, their influence shattered, their reputation marked by their own actions. But you, chosen and protected, will walk forward unburdened, stepping into new blessings designed specifically for this moment of triumph. Archangel Michael says, you will no longer carry the weight of false trust. Instead, you will be surrounded by people handpicked by heaven to lift you higher, protect your path, and celebrate your victories. Opportunities that once slipped away because of their silent sabotage will return multiplied. The energy they used to harm you will become the very fuel for your divine elevation. And as you look back, holding the memory of how this truth was revealed, you will understand that nothing was ever out of divine control. The betrayal was not your downfall, it was the fire that refined you into unshakable strength. Type Amen to get blessing 2929.